Welcome back to Sons of the Forest. I hate this game so much. Let's get into it. I spawn back in and check over my loot because it's been like 2 weeks since I last played this game. I haven't got much, but it's honest work. I go to bed and forget that I have the metabolism of a horse because I wake up and I'm starving. I drink 2 handfuls of water and grab some fish. Kelvin came over to me for absolutely no reason at all, so I just leave him to splash in the water like I used to at the local swimming pool when I was just a wee little toddler. I chuck the fish on the fire and the 3-legged lady is still hanging around, and I think she's getting a liking to me because I go up to her and holy fuck, I can see through her top. Wrap it up, boys. This takes game of the year. She drops some berries and Kelvin tries to cockblock me, so I lob a stone at him. I eat the fish and then tell Kelvin to start clearing out the forest. I didn't know this was a feature, so thanks to the sick cunt in the comments that told me to do this. I start looking for things to build and find a massive lookout tower. This would be great to have, so Kelvin could keep watch at all times while I have a bath and enjoy some cooked fish. I put it down and start looking at my map for things to do when this guy rudely kicks the air next to me. It definitely didn't scare me, and I definitely didn't jump out of my seat and leave a small brown stain in my pants. I start fighting him, and after killing him with my pistol, I realise that I still have 4 bullets left. So me having the absolute Neanderthal mindset that I have, I think that I've glitched the game and I never have to worry about ammo again. So I start shooting wildly into space like any sane person would. Then I run out of ammo. Cobb, you're a stupid cunt. In hindsight, this was a terrible idea, but in the moment, I was convinced that I was beyond the bounds of ammo consumption. I spot the first place I want to go to and start heading there. When I get closer, I realise that it's literally the same place that I went to last episode. Who the fuck allowed me to play video games? I'm as useful as a grain of sand at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. I grab the GPS locator from this guy for a second time and start heading for a nearby cave. I spot my colleagues that have seen better days and one of them has a slingshot. Very cool. Thanks, Gary. I head inside the cave. Not much interest in his inside. Just a fucking sweet air tank and some homies just chillin'. I head back outside and see a deer and my inner aboriginal comes out. So I yeet my spear at it and it just runs away. I must have jelly hands or something, because if I had a spear in the side of my neck, I definitely don't think I'd just be galloping away like that. I decide I need to head back to the base because I've spent 5 minutes away from home and my character is already severely dehydrated and on the verge of collapsing from exhaustion. How did this guy apply to become a special operative? This company entrusted Kelvin and I, of all people, to save a billionaire and his family. He must have sucked off the CEO, because I have the survival skills of a dwarf with no arms or legs. I get back to the base and Kelvin gives me a thumbs up. And Milady is sitting on my bench. So I throw a GPS tracker on her and go check out what Kelvin got up to. Holy fuck. This island is going to have a fucking deforestation problem if I keep letting Kelvin chop down trees. His work ethic is subpar to none. That's the kind of work ethic a future doctor has. Good work, son. He can't be tired after all of that tree chopping, so I tell him to build the lookout tower, because if he's serious about becoming a doctor, he's got to be able to build a lookout tower. I grab some more fish, then check out my RGB backpack, and realise that I have about 4 foreskins that could have some goodies inside. I open them, and they don't. So I go to bed and wake up to have some fish for breakfast. My favourite. I see another point of interest that I want to head to and start doing so. It's another spooky cave with golf carts out the front. This guy must have been stoned as fuck when he died, because his eyes are redder than my piss was earlier today. I head inside and get the ever-living shit scared out of me by some bats. I'm not a pussy, I swear. Then I find a nice little food storage location. It's so great to see that the cannibals know how to refrigerate their meat. Who knows how quickly it would go bad in the harsh weather outside. I find these guys hung up by their nuts and play with them for a bit before grabbing all the food I can and getting the fuck out of there. These caves are really boring. I expected death and murder, but all I'm finding is shit that will help me. Once outside, I see some monkey men, and one of them takes a nibble at my ankle. So I take his arm off, because fuck that guy. I head for another GPS locator, and on the way there, I spot a camp full of angry cannibals, ready to feast on these thick, delicious Aussie thighs of mine. So like the man I am, I leave immediately. I find another little camp on the way there, and it has some pistol ammo. I learnt my lesson last time, and I'm not going to shoot these 3 bullets into oblivion. I find the GPS locator, and it's a grave that I can't get into. So I flip some rocks, and 3 massive spiders come crawling out. 8-foot tall cannibals on steroids I can deal with, but creepy crawly spiders I can't do. There's nothing else here for me, and I'm worried about my son, so I head home. I find some modern art on the way back, and I must say, these cannibals really know how to turn a beach into a home. Bruh. I get back to the base, and Kelvin hasn't even fucking done anything. He's lucky he already has a brain injury, otherwise now would have been the perfect time to give him one. At this point, I decide that I need to build some defences, and seeing as though Kelvin cleared half of the fucking forest, now would be the perfect time to do so. So I start building a wall. It's going great, until Red Shrek and the gang show up. I throw the log I have in my hands, and Kelvin decides that now is the perfect time to keep building. But he cops a sickle to the fucking chin and drops. No one hurts Kelvin, you mutt. So I take out Red Shrek's buddies and then put a bullet in his brain. I need to heal now because Jesus Christ these guys hit hard and I hate it. When I'm healed, I take out one more and Shrek takes out my fucking lookout tower. So I go crazy. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? Just because you live in a swamp doesn't mean you can fuck everyone else's day up. He almost kills me, so I have to heal. And then when I back out of the menu, he slides into my fire. These cannibals are on some other shit. They always try and fuck mine and Kelvin's day up, so I'm gonna fuck theirs up instead. There's one more big fella left, so I pop him and check on Kelvin to see if he's okay. He's got a little blood on his head, but hey, he's chillin'. They're all dead. I win the game. Thanks for watching.